The new year means students and parents are now able to file the free application for federal student aid. It helps determine what financial aid a student is eligible for. In this week's College Prep series, Virginia Butler spoke with an expert on how to get started.
Joining me is Verna Hazen. She's from RIT's Financial Aid Office, and she's going to help us get through this financial aid process here, trying to get our kids into college and pay for it. So it's after January 1st, and we can start to fill out this FAFSA form. What will that help determine, first of all?
Okay. Although the FAFSA is the starting point for federal student aid, we always encourage families to think about the variety of sources of money for college. So start with the FAFSA. Mm-hmm. You can complete it now before you filed your taxes. I always recommend that families complete the FAFSA and then use their, once they sign the FAFSA using their PIN, they'll get an email saying their FAFSA has been processed. Mm-hmm. So use that PIN, go in, retrieve that FAFSA, because you've done it from estimates before you filed your taxes. And then I always recommend that families print a copy. Yeah. And then once you filed your taxes, you can go back and make any corrections that you need to do. Now, the FAFSA is one source of money for college. There are other sources of money for college, and every college or university that a student is looking at will probably have a financial aid brochure. Mm-hmm. That will tell you what's my priority deadline for completing the FAFSA, and then they will also tell you, they'll probably, if they're inside of New York State, we always remind students to go ahead and apply for New York student aid through the tuition assistance program. So there's an extra link at the end of the FAFSA. But that financial aid brochure will also tell the student, is there money available from the college or university and how to apply for that? Is there an extra application form? Where is it? How do you get it? And what's the deadline? Start about a week before the deadline, so you're not sitting down the night before the deadline trying to do it. That alleviates everybody's stress. So, you know, I think it's helpful to know what the process is, what the deadlines are, and then give yourself a little bit of time, because we know senior year is busy.
Yeah, and then once all that information comes in and you find out what you're responsible for, it's okay to call the financial aid office and try to, you know, figure out how to do this.
Yes, you know, we spend a lot of time on our financial aid brochures to try to make sure that people understand how we award aid, what kind of aid is available. But absolutely, we always encourage students to call our office or email, whichever you're more comfortable with. Because if you have a question, we would much rather have you ask it. You know, the process we're all very familiar with the process, so we're comfortable with it, but we realize families aren't. So absolutely, we always encourage families to ask. Because if you ask, we'll give you the answer.
Okay. All right, Verna, thank you very much. Good luck. It's a busy time of year for you.
All right. Well, thanks for having me.